This video is 10 Easter eggs references or callbacks you may have missed in the 3rd episode of Season 7, The Queen's Justice, but you probably didn't because you know everything. Number 1. Face collapsing. So Cersei tells Ellaria that her daughter is going to die and she's going to watch her beautiful face collapse.
You will live to watch your daughter rot. To watch that beautiful face collapse to bone and dust.
This is actually a callback to last season, when Cersei tells Jaime that's all she can imagine with the now dead Myrcella, her beautiful face collapsing.
I think about locking Myrcella in a crypt. I think about her beautiful little face starting to collapse.
Cersei is basically doing to Ellaria, making her experience what she imagined every day after Myrcella died. Number 2. Butterflies. If you're not a fan of the World of Ice and Fire, you may have missed this one, but when Davos is talking to Missandei, he references the butterflies of Nath.
Where are you from? I can't place the accent.
I was born on the island of Nath.
Ah, I hear it's beautiful down there. Palm trees and butterflies. Haven't been myself.
Well, the butterflies of Nath are really scary. The large black and white butterflies spread a disease called butterfly fever to any non-natives that stay on the island for too long. The disease causes painful spasms, making the victim appear to be dancing wildly. In the last stage, the disease causes the victim to sweat blood and their flesh to fall from their bones. Extra fun fact, Maester Ebros studied butterfly fever. Number 3. Ice and Fire. This was too good to pass up. Melisandre says she brought together ice and fire.
I've done my part. I've brought ice and fire together.
The entire series is called A Song of Ice and Fire, pointing that these two are what the entire series is about. Number 4. Bronn quote. Tyrion's quote this season.
But as a good friend of mine once said, give me 10 good men, and I'll impregnate the bitch.
May have seemed familiar. That's because the friend he got it from was none other than Bronn.
Give me 10 good men and some climbing spikes. I'll impregnate the bitch.
Number 5. Like father, like son. This episode we saw the Unsullied use Tyrion's secret passage he made while being in charge of the sewers, which is actually a really sad story. When Tyrion turned 16, he wanted to tour the Free Cities, but Tywin wouldn't let him. Instead, he put him in charge of the sewers, which he did a great job with. However, what's neat about this is that Tyrion used a secret passage to bring in whores. It is heavily implied Tywin actually did the same thing, creating a secret tunnel to a whorehouse while Hand of the King in King's Landing. If you want to take this a step further, using that secret tunnel to take Casterly Rock is very similar to how Lan the Clever, the founder of House Lannister, actually took Casterly Rock himself. Number 6. I'm not a Stark. There was way too many winks to Jon being half Targaryen and the son of Rhaegar Targaryen this episode, such as Jon saying, I'm not a Stark, and then a dragon flying overhead.
True, but I'm not a Stark.
They are really beating us over the head with Jon's biological dad and his half Targaryen heritage. Number 7. I am the last Targaryen. Speaking of beating us over the head with Jon's parentage, there's then this line.
I am the last Targaryen, Jon Snow.
I'm the last Targaryen, Jon Snow. Come on. Number 8. Rhaegar Jon comparisons. Oh boy, and the Rhaegar Jon comparisons just kept on dropping, such as Davos saying that they followed Jon because they believed in him.
He's named King in the North, not because of his birthright. He has no birthright. He's a damn bastard. All those hard sons of bitches chose him as their leader because they believe in him.
This is what Barristan told Daenerys about Rhaegar seasons ago.
When your brother Rhaegar led his army into Battle of the Trident, men died for him because they believed in him, because they loved him.
But we also got another clever reference. When Dany says people love to do what they're good at, Jon says he doesn't.
We all enjoy what we're good at.
No, I don't.
Implying he's good at killing, but he just doesn't like it. Barristan said something similar, that Rhaegar never liked to kill.
He told me Rhaegar was good at killing people.
Rhaegar never liked killing.
Number 9. What a cunt. Olenna talked about Joffrey's sword, heard the name, and called him a cunt.
That was Joffrey's sword, wasn't it? Not that he ever used it. What did he call it?
Widow's wail.
He really was a cunt, wasn't he?
This was a callback to the Hound saying people that name their swords are cunts.
So she named your sword?
Lots of people name their swords.
Lots of cunts.
Number 10. Wet nurse. Cersei mentioned refusing to let Marcella be taken by the wet nurse and wanting to nurse the baby herself.
I fed her at my own breast, even though they told me to give her to the wet nurse. I couldn't bear to see her in another woman's arms.
This is oddly similar to what Oberyn Martell said.
Swaddled them, rocked them, fed them at her own breast. Ilya wouldn't let the wet nurse touch them.
Was Cersei lying? Was she trying to make Ilaria feel more guilty? Or was it just a weird coincidence? So those were just 10 references, callbacks, or Easter eggs for this episode, but there were a ton more. So let me know which one was your favorite in the comment section below. Please like, subscribe, and come back for more videos.